All right. So let's begin the show. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely morning. My name is Kanhaiya Jha, and I work with International College of Financial Planning. It's a part of Bajaj Capital. Uh, just I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kanhaiya Jha, and I'm working with International College of Financial Planning. It's a part of Bajaj Capital. It's been more than a decade. I am with ICOFP. I'm working as a ABP Business Development. So today we are here to talk about uh, our webinar on success in the insurance sector with ICOFP 3 months program. We have our speaker Sanjeev Sharma sir. Uh, Sanjeev sir working as a senior vice president with Bajaj Capital. He is a dynamic HR professional with more than 2 decades of experience in financial service sector. He is a alumni of prestigious Symbiosis University and IIM Rohtak. Thank you so much, Sanjeev sir, for joining us. Over to you.
All right, thanks, Kanhaiya, for your kind introduction. Can you? I hope I am audible, Kanhaiya.
Yes, sir. You are very loud and clear.
Great, good. So I would also like to thank all the participants of this webinar to join on time. So one thing is clear that all these people have beaten the Indian Standard Time or Indian Stretchable Time, right? So this is the first sign of a winner that you have to be there on time. So you have guys, you have already won the first battle of life. So we'll very quickly start with what this session, what working in the insurance sector is all about. What are the advantages of this particular course that we want to bring forth, and also what can your career graph look like? What can your career graph look like over a period of time, है ना? So what we'll do is I'll just start my screen share. All right, so can you guys see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Great. So the session is about our course in certified risk management, how to become a certified risk management professional. So risk management means insurance. As I start the session, I would also request all of you to, in case you have any questions or queries, just keep on putting it on the chat, and me and my team will pick it up, and maybe we'll try to answer your queries. Also, as Kanhaiya mentioned, that at the end of this short session, there'll be a 10 to 15 minute Q&A session. So so listen carefully. So to begin with, guys, I just want to introduce you first of all to the insurance sector. Insurance sector primarily, if I look in recent times, insurance is one of the oldest products. It is financial products in the world. It can date back to more than 300 years back. Now, in India, the insurance sector can be broadly divided in recent times into two parts: 2001 से पहले and 2001 के बाद. All right, so we can primarily divide the sector into these two phases or time zones. Can anybody write on the chat कि 2001 में ऐसा क्या हुआ था? What happened in the year 2001? All right. So, what happened in the year 2001 was that the insurance sector was privatized. 2001 से पहले there was only a single company working in the life insurance sector, and it was called, what was it called? LIC. It was called the LIC. Yes, FDI. So private companies आ गई है ना. So some of the participants, sure, please continue. Whosoever has joined, please continue. You will learn something, right? If not, earn something. So, so 2001, we decided that कि भैया insurance sector के अंदर अभी एक ही company है LIC. Let us take it. Let's invite all the other, international companies into the country. So, lot of companies came into the country. So, 2001 से पहले सिनेरियो क्या था और 2001 के बाद सिनेरियो absolutely changed. For example, let me just show you my first bit of number. So 2001 के अंदर जो पूरा का पूरा सेक्टर था, जो इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर था, which was primarily LIC only, उसका जो टोटल AUM था, that is asset under management था, that was 1,50,000 crores. All right. 2019-20 का अगर मैं देखता हूँ, ठीक 20 साल के बाद, तो जो पूरा इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर था उसका साइज क्या था, उसका एसेट्स अंडर मैनेजमेंट कितना था? 37,75,000 crores. This was, this was the growth that the sector saw, explosive growth that the entire sector saw in the last 20 odd years. All right. तो आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि 2001 से पहले अगर आपको इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर में नौकरी करनी है तो वो बेसिकली सरकारी नौकरी ही कर सकते थे आप. देयर वाज ओनली द गवर्नमेंट जॉब, दैट वाज थ्रू LIC. एंड लेकिन उसके बाद जैसे ही ये सेक्टर प्राइवेटाइज हुआ, 23-24 कंपनीज केम इनटू the country, and अचानक ही the biggest help that our youth got was, including me at that time, was that we get to work in the insurance sector. Alright, so that was approximately the time. थोड़ा सा मतलब हम थोड़े से तब काम कर चुके थे, लेकिन what I'm trying to tell you guys is that imagine 2001 से पहले जॉब ही नहीं थी प्राइवेट सेक्टर के अंदर इंश्योरेंस की, और उसके बाद देयर वाज एन एक्सप्लोजन ऑफ जॉब्स एंड करियर्स एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी, राइट. सो और बिजनेस भी आप देख सकते हैं, एसेट्स अंडर मैनेजमेंट कितना बड़ा. और जैसा कि हम लोग इंश्योरेंस को जानते हैं, आई होप थोड़ा बहुत आपको यू मस्ट बी हैविंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ ओरिएंटेशन टुवर्ड्स इट. बट व्हेन वी लुक एट इट इन द ईयर 2019 and 20, द इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड मेच्योरिटी क्लेम्स. मेच्योरिटी क्लेम्स वो होते हैं जहां पे जो इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है उसकी अवधि पूरी हो गई है, द टर्म हैज एंडेड and the life insured has survived. Now the insurance company, now the life insured or the investor will get his investments back along with all the interests and bonuses that has been accrued in his account. So 1,72,508 crore rupees were distributed to people who were life insurance, who had invested in life insurance sector. In 2021, 1,91,504 crores was distributed. So this money was used probably by people to plan their retirements, to marry off their daughters, to send their children on higher education, right? So this was the kind of money that was given out by the insurance sector in 2021. So every year, lakhs of policies mature, and this kind of money is distributed to people who whose policies mature. अब आ जाते हैं. So let's look at the death claim amounts. In the year 2019-20, 29,794 crores was distributed, distributed to families, as death claims. यानी कि इनके घर में जो life insured था, unfortunately that person, died. So what did they get? They get the life insured amount, which was promised to them. And 2021, 41,000, I'm sorry, 958 crores was distributed, guys. So first of all, maturity claims were there. And then second thing was death claims. the insurance sector has distributed. This is how, the insurance sector has contributed. Now, when we look at the number of families which were impacted, when I look at the number of families impacted in the year 2019-20, 18 lakh 44,000 plus odd families were, were affected, were given the death claim, and they were supported in terms of, claim amounts. And same if I look at for 2021, it was 21 lakh 75,000 families were supported directly with, the death claims that the insurance sector, paid out. Of course, from the year, 2001 to 2, to 2021, you can see the growth in the premiums collected. 2001, 2002, it was 5,000 crores. And, 2021, it is 6 lakhs 28,000 crore. So guys, this is the kind of growth that the sector has seen. Now, needless to say that, a lot of people like me who joined who got into the sector in the year 1999 or 2000, we just rode along with the sector. Of course, we had to work hard and all those things. We had to fail a lot, and, we had our own struggles, because rising sector के अंदर भी ऐसा नहीं होता कि struggles नहीं होती हैं. Of course, struggles are there. But however, if the sector is rising, you will rise with the flow. That is number one thing. Now, when I say that for the past 20 years, the sector has seen explosive growth, then obviously एक बहुत ही obvious question आपके दिमाग में आता है कि भैया कहीं sector saturate तो नहीं हो गया. I hope that, the sector is not saturated. आप सब लोगों ने तो अपना careers बना लिया, लेकिन ना मैं अंदर जाऊंगा sector के, तो will I see the same kind of growth? So guys, for that, I want to share another figure, last figure on this slide with you, which says that as of 2021, the, penetration of the life insurance sector was only 3%. That means, as you know, that our country is, one of the highest populated country in the world. And of course, populating the entire country, and we have our own challenges. We have the challenges of, the biggest challenge that we have is of educating people, right? Because the past 70 years, the way we have educated people about insurance is, not very viable. It is not the way people, the reasons that we've been buying insurance are just not right. So if we look at it, only 3% of people have been properly insured, and 97% out there is still a big opportunity for you. So, all those people in this, particular webinar, you can yourself imagine that the next 20 years or maybe 30 years or 40 years, we might probably see the same trend or maybe a bigger trend, क्योंकि हमारा बेस बहुत छोटा था 2001 में, लेकिन अब, maybe we will see a bigger lot of other opportunities coming into play, right? So this is what I wanted to first of all share with you regarding the life insurance sector. And, very close on heels comes the health insurance sector. So when we look at the health insurance sectors, अगर हम सिर्फ collection of premiums को देखते हैं from 2015, 16 to 19, 20 to 2021, we have seen a year-on-year growth of 14.74%. Now, India का total जो GDP growth है वो 7 to 8% है. तो naturally ये जो sector है ये normal growth से almost double पे grow कर रहा है, which means that it is one of the engines of a big train. It is a very powerful engine which is, pulling our economy towards development, right? So, when we look at claims in crores, so in 1920, 34,000 crores was distributed, and 2021, 40,700 crores was distributed as claims towards hospitals. However, if you look at the extreme right pie, claims ratio, when we're talking about the claims ratio, तो जो total claims हमने पे करे, उसमें से only 38% claims were supported by insurers or government sponsored schemes. 62% of the claims were paid out of pocket, which clearly goes to say that, people were underinsured. मान लीजिए आपने hospitalization की insurance ली 1 लाख रुपए की, but, of course, everybody knows that the medical inflation is quite high. So, अगर हम ज्यादा inflation हो रही है, राइट। सो अगर ज्यादा इन्फ्लेशन हो रही है तो उस केस के अंदर हमारा जो आज का जो हमारा हमने जो इंश्योरेंस कवर ले रखा है वो छोटा पड़ जाएगा. So 62% people paid out of their pocket, which means that they had to, do make some arrangement to pay towards, these claims. So in all, अगर मैं इसको sum up करता हूँ इन दो बहुत ही important slides को, वो ये है कि the insurance sector is a sunrise sector. It is a sector which is witnessing explosive growth, and the people who are working in this sector, their careers have been growing exponentially over the period of 15 to 20 years. Right. Now, the next, so when we look at this scenario, so again, couple of slides. Why is, when you look at the left side and the right side, so what does insurance do? So now when you have seen over the past 20 years, so much of growth has happened. कह रहे हैं जितनी ग्रोथ पिछले 20 साल में हुई है शायद उससे पहले पिछले 100 साल में भी नहीं हुई थी. So you look at these investments, all these big investments like dams, ports, education, power plants, flyovers, all this metro work, all this infrastructure work happens because of healthy investments in insurance. अगर insurance sector आपका vibrant है, तो it really helps the country. Secondary, when we look at on the right side, it talks about societal development. So पहला हो गया आपका राष्ट्र सेवा, दूसरा हो गया समाज सेवा. अब हमको हमारे यहाँ पे अगर हमारे पास इंश्योरेंस है और हमको मैच्योरिटी बेनिफिट्स मिल रहे हैं, तो हमको अपने बच्चों की एजुकेशन के लिए, बच्चों की शादियों के लिए, अपनी रिटायरमेंट के लिए, वी डोंट हैव टू लुक एल्सवेयर. सो व्हाट इज इंश्योरेंस डूइंग? इट इज हेल्पिंग द सोसाइटी एज वेल. एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट. जैसा कि मैंने बोला कि इट इज गिविंग a lot of growth opportunity to the youth of today, to people who are coming into the job market. जैसा कि मैंने शुरू में बताया कि 2000 के अंदर एक भी जॉब नहीं थी प्राइवेट सेक्टर में इंश्योरेंस की, एंड अचानक ही आज की डेट के अंदर यू हैव ऑलमोस्ट 24 times मोर जॉब्स अपॉर्चुनिटीज. द सेक्टर इज थ्राइविंग, इट इज ग्रोइंग. तो दोस्तों मैं तो एक ही बात बोलता हूँ कि we look at the sector, it is also a thermometer or barometer of the development of an economy. If you look at developed economies, their insurance penetration is above 85 to 90%, right? And we are slowly going over at that, but we will take a long time to reach there. So the sector will continue seeing growth till the time we don't cross those numbers, right, guys? So I hope then, this is how we are building the nation. This is how we are helping, the societies being helped. People are able to, even retired people are not dependent on their families, education, marriages. And, over a period of 20 years that we have seen, it has also helped the youth of the country find gainful employment and, realize their dreams as well. Having said all these things, it's a thriving sector. Once we look at this scenario, and then again, we look at the situation in the economy. So some of these headlines really trouble us. Only 7% of MBA graduates employable, rest earn 8 to 10,000. MBA jobs are declining. MBA is no longer a passport to a successful business. 93% MBA graduates are unemployable. So primarily, there is still a gap between what we are learning and application of that knowledge. So knowledge in itself, as we will understand further, and as we also know, that is knowledge is, power, but it is only potential power. All right. So if you do not apply that knowledge, if you don't know how to apply that knowledge, it can't really do much for you. All right, so this is just some of the things, and I'm sure some of the participants as well might be in such a fix. They would, when you join join a institution of study, and when you join somewhere, you go there and you have your own dreams. However, but when you come to the job market, कहते हैं ना कि आप reality में आ गए हैं, अब आप real होके देखिए पूरी situation को. So हमने क्या किया है? We have seen this opportunity, and we really want to help the youth building a bridge between their education and their careers, because these two things sometimes can be quite different. So our solution is this particular program called Risk Management and Insurance Planning Specialist. It's a job guaranteed 3-month diploma program which integrates industry internship and final placement as a part of the program itself. 2 tier स्ट्रक्चर है. पहला 3 महीने का प्रोग्राम है. पहले मंथ के अंदर there will be intensive study, and for the next 2 months it'll be a intensive on the job training, which will be a paid internship. The course is being curated by College of Financial Planning, India's most awarded super specialist finance college since 2000. In fact, it was at that time when mutual funds were being introduced, and the financial sector was kind of waking up. This college was the first college which came out some really important and meaningful courses to help professionals at that time navigate, and to help the clients as well reach the right kind of advice. Today again, International College of Financial Planning is bringing such a path breaking course. Eligibility kya hai? Eligibility is quite simple. Our job is to make graduates and postgraduates into professionals with high potential for success in the financial sector. So, a candidate must be 12th pass, pursuing graduation, and graduates must, no constraint of subjects or stream. Right. So this is the eligibility criteria of the program. How can you enter the program? It's quite simple. At the end of the program, we'll be offering you placements. So of course, we cannot offer this to everybody. So there is a selection process in place. You must clear an online test that we have and an interview. It will be a business interview along with an HR interview. So when you clear this first step, ये जो 2 पड़ाव हैं, ये क्लियर करने के बाद you start a 1-month training program, and then you enter a 2-month of paid internship at Bajaj Capital, and then 4th month onwards you are placed with Bajaj Capital as relationship manager. Okay, so this is what the flow is. सबसे पहले there will be an online test and an interview. Once you are through with that, then we will offer you a training of 1 month and a 2 months paid internship at Bajaj Capital, and then we'll give you a placement in Bajaj Capital itself. Selection process जैसे कि मैंने बताया, interview could happen in person if we have a branch over there, which most probably we will have a branch, because we have branch in most of the big cities and even smaller ones. So you are assessed for for the relevant knowledge that we feel, basically you should be trainable by us. If we feel that you are trainable, you have that basics in place, and you have the right communication skills, so we can take your responsibility to further your career. Curriculum क्या होगा? Curriculum जो है, जो learning program है, that is divided into 3 parts: foundation, core learning, and skill development. Foundation बहुत important है, आपको basic knowledge होनी चाहिए accounting की, economics की और Microsoft Excel की. उसके बाद हम आते हैं core learning के ऊपर, जिसके अंदर इंश्योरेंस का, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के अंदर, स्पेशली इंश्योरेंस के अंदर और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के ऊपर कुछ कोर चीजों के ऊपर डिस्कशन हम आपको ट्रेन करेंगे. लीगल प्रैक्टिसेस क्या हैं, वेदर इंश्योरेंस एज अ प्रोडक्ट इज लीगल इन द कंट्री और नॉट, हाउ डज इंश्योरेंस मैनेज रिस्क, what is the security of the people's money, it is absolutely secure, but how is it secure, we will put some light on that. Financial need analysis, कि किसको insurance चाहिए, who all need insurance, and what is the scientific way of giving insurance. So if somebody is earning an X amount of money, how much insurance should that person be given? So there is a scientific way of doing that, right? So we will talk about that. उसके बाद हम आते हैं कि इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट्स क्या होते हैं, प्रोडक्ट्स टाइप्स, what type of products will be suitable for what age groups, what is the family situation, stuff like that. Policy की underwriting क्या होती है, what is how it's a detailed thing that we'll talk about: social and rural insurance, motor insurance, health insurance, and personal accidental insurance. And then, of course, all this knowledge is, the test of knowledge is, how well you can execute it. आपको ये सारी knowledge है, लेकिन you just can't, explain it to people. You can't promote your product. You can't promote yourself. Then all this knowledge basically, loses its shine and loses its meaning. So the third part is the most important part, which I feel, which is lacking generally in people, especially when they are in, in the first or second jobs. So personality development, you're aligning your personality towards the job profile, on the job training, uh, we'll just discuss it in a little bit more detail on the next slide. Lead generation कैसे करनी है, मतलब मेरे को पता है इतना कुछ, I have a great product, but the great product is useless if I don't have clients for it. If people are not buying it, what will I do with a great product, So the third part is essentially, where we come into the play and, help you. So now talking about the 2 months internship. So these are some of the aspects that we will cover. You have subjective knowledge. However, you need some practical skills like understanding the culture in an organization, learning the art of client handling, interacting, negotiating, and, acquiring clients, closing sales, science of selling, cross-selling, upselling, client behavior, how, stuff about that. So this is a 2 months learning program along with an internship that you're given, and the internship will be 10,000 rupees per month for the next 2 months. So first month would be learning, intensive learning. Second 2 months would be a paid internship with 10,000 rupees per month as the internship fee. Role क्या होगा? It will be a client facing role, relationship manager. What we have to do, you have to do risk profiling, insurance risk planning, insurance portfolio management. A guy might have the wrong kind of products. You can advise him, you can tell him what he really needs and what he has, thereby helping him decide, what goal capturing, what after how many years he needs, payouts. The age of his children can maybe, help you to manage his child education portfolio with insurance. Acquiring and managing new clients, this is again, this is a never ending process. Back end operations. Okay, once you apply for insurance, that's just the beginning. Sometimes we might have to get a medical done, or or maybe some extra documentation is required. So all those things will be trained upon. What are you getting? So number one thing that you're getting is, my friends, guaranteed placement. So that means that you will get a pre-placement letter on day one. So when you are selected, once you clear the test and you're selected, so what you get is, and once you register for the course, and so you get pre-placement letter on day one. You get paid internship 10,000 rupees a month, right, for 2 months. And then you get a certification risk and insurance planning. Of course, you train with industry leaders, and if you look at the ROI, once I end this presentation, you will see that this is the best ROI, return on your investment, because the return is much, much more than 100%. This is the certificate, that you'll be getting. So as you know that, International College of Financial Planning is a big name, and this certificate will have a lot of weight when you go and sit for interviews, and when you tell people that you've done a course from International College of Financial Planning. This, you will realize once you go out and talk to people. So let us look at the fee structure. So first of all, there is a non-refundable registration fee of rupees 199, which you have to pay for, registering yourself with the program. Program fee is 30,000 rupees per month. The fee can be paid as a lump sum or part payment, or you can even pay it as, on a 12 monthly or a 6 monthly 0% interest free loan through NBFCs. So guys, this is an investment, into your future. Please make a note of it. So first year you do a course, you do your learnings. First month, next 2 months you get a paid internship. After that you are placed with Bajaj Capital, and once you complete 1 year with Bajaj Capital, you know, we refund your entire fee amount of 30,000 rupees. All right. So whatever fees you have paid at the end, if you complete 1 year successfully with us, we refund that amount to you. So now let me tell you, something about, and now your career starts with, India's most trusted investment company. So let us, I just want to, give you some idea about Bajaj Capital. So let us look at this. So first of all, guys, we have to understand that a financial advisor, or somebody who's advising you on your investments, has to be somebody who has to show high levels of integrity. So to be able to show high levels of integrity, you have to be in the right company, है ना? तो अच्छी कंपनी में रहोगे, सत्संग करोगे, तभी तो सब कुछ सही चलेगा, right? So what is happening is that, so you should be very, very careful if you want to work in the financial services sector. One has to be very, very careful कि जिस कंपनी के साथ हम काम कर रहे हैं, उस कंपनी की जो काम करने की फिलॉसफी है वो क्या है। अगर उसकी फिलॉसफी ये है कि भैया मुझे नहीं पता, मुझे तो बिजनेस चाहिए, किसी भी कीमत पे चाहिए, है ना, तो वो एक अलग, वहां पे एक अलग तरीके की डेवलपमेंट होगी आपकी। ऑलराइट, और वहां पे एक अलग तरीके का करियर होगा, होने वाला है ना, जहाँ पे वो बोल रहा है बाय हुक और बाय क्रुक, आई नीड दिस टू बी डन, आई नीड दैट टू बी डन, तो वहां पे एक अलग तरीके से आपकी ग्रोथ होने वाली है। मुझे बताने की जरूरत नहीं कि क्या। बहरहाल मैं आपको ये बता सकता हूँ कि हमारी जो फिलॉसफी है, जो हमारे फाउंडिंग चेयरमैन है श्री के बजाज, उनकी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट फिलॉसफी है वो क्या है। उनकी इन्वेस्टमेंट फिलॉसफी है, ट्रीट योर इन्वेस्टर्स मनी as your retired father's money who has done his last saving and is not in a position to earn it again. Now, friends, we are 58 years old, more than 58 years old. We are, so this, the reason that not very many, investment advisory companies have the, a fortunate run of 20 years, 30 years. So we have been here for 60 years, right? Why? Because of this philosophy. हम अपने क्लाइंट के पैसे को उस तरीके से ट्रीट करते हैं जैसे हम अपने खुद के रिटायर्ड फादर के पैसे को ट्रीट करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि जो हमारे रिटायर्ड फादर हैं या जो रिटायर्ड जेंटलमैन है, ही हैज डन हिज अर्निंग, वो अपनी कमाई कर चुके हैं, अब वो दोबारा अर्निंग करने की पोजीशन में नहीं है, तो हमको उनके पैसे को बहुत ही, दैट इज होली मनी, वी हैव टू ट्रीट दैट मनी विद utmost respect. All right, so this is the philosophy that we work upon. तो हमारे यहाँ पे ये नहीं है कि मुझे किसी भी कीमत पे चाहिए, नहीं, कीमत है, कीमत ये है कि the client should never lose money. All right, no matter what happens, the client is number one. Our mission is to provide need-based solutions at the right value, gaining lifetime client relationships through a happy team and service excellence. So primary goal ये है, क्योंकि the reason that we have been here for 58 years is because we get a lot of referral business. In fact, हमारे reference ऐसे होते हैं कि a grandfather will, the grandfather is our client, then the father is our client, and of course the kids are growing, and we know that we give them advice in such a way that the kids will also invest through us, they will also become our clients. So because the advice is always need based, right, and the vision is to be a lifetime advisor, that's our vision with them. Overall, the company's vision is to be India's most admired and recommended wealth creation and protection brand. So 58 years of successful operations, despite पिछले 58 years के अंदर guys क्या नहीं हुआ है, कितने सारे scams हुए हैं, बहुत कुछ हुआ है. However, we have come out of it unscathed and with a better reputation, and of course we have learned that our philosophy is the best, especially in bad times. All right, guys. So this is what our legacy is. This is the legacy of Bajaj Saab, that you have to treat your investors' money as the money of your retired father. Now, four primary channels we have: retail branches, 102 and more only; wealth management centers, 12; Bajaj Capital venues. These are primarily financial prosperity centers or insurance planning centers as well. And then 36 are associate network group units. Let me just give you an idea about some of the some of the awards and accolades that the company has won over the past. So we are the winner of 8 times Best Financial Advisor Retail Award, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, so on and so forth, as you can really see. And after all, after in 1920, we were inducted into the Hall of Fame for exemplary contribution in financial advisory space over the past decade. So so guys, we have won this award continuously, you know for 8 times. These are some of the other awards: Smart Workplace Award 2008, Best Financial Services Company 2008 for Business and Economy Leadership and Excellence Awards, Best Place to Work 2008 by TNS and Mercer Group. Great Place to Work, guys, featured in the top 50 places to work by Great Places to Work in India consecutively for 5 years, and also last 4 years as certified Great Places to Work. So, people think that we are one of the, great places to work. This is what you get. First of all, you write your own paychecks. We have the best incentive and bonus structures. So incentives, bonuses, international trips. Even as we are talking about, one of our some of our top 125 performers are planning to go on an international trip. Training and development programs, rewards and recognitions, fast track career growth. I'll talk about the growth in the next slide. So we have employee feedbacks. We've got an engagement team. You can just pick up the phone and speak to everybody. It's complete. There is complete transparency, total well-being, family environment. So we celebrate birthdays, family days, and stuff like that in all our branches. So would you really like to get into a management role in a year's time? If yes, you know it's quite possible over here. So this is the ladder, proverbial ladder, that one wants to climb when they join with us. Traditionally, friends, we like to groom our own managers and leaders. है ना, हम कोशिश यही करते हैं कि हमारे जो मैनेजर्स, हम अपने ही लोगों को ग्रोथ दें, people who have grown with us. So one can join as an intern or an executive. In a year or a year and a half's time, you can easily gravitate towards being a team leader, handling a very small set of people, maybe 2 to 3 or 4. And once you hone your skills of management on this lesser number of people, you can become an assistant branch manager or a branch manager managing a team of anything from 22 to 25 people to 30 people. Then you become city manager, approximate maybe double the size of, could be handling 20, 50 people. Then an area manager, zonal manager handling at least 5 branches and above. A regional manager handles 9 or and above branches. A national manager and above handles probably 18 or plus branches. And then our channel head as well started right from the beginning. As at the very low level, he started quite some time back. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you know. We have all our leaders, at least 90% of our entire management and leadership is people who have grown with us. So we are somebody who would like to give you that chance to manage a team. All right. So very quickly, the highlights: a unique 3 months program in association with Bajaj Capital, offering guaranteed job placement at the start of the program. 1 month classes plus 2 month on the job training by paid internship, best in class training in risk management and insurance planning. Your investment is as low as 10,000 rupees, since the fee is 30,000 rupees, out of which 20,000 is returned as stipend to you. So, needless to say, the effective investment only comes down to 10,000 rupees. Now, since you have been kind enough to join this seminar, and I'm very happy to state that most of you were on time. So we are happy to give you a 3,000 rupee discount on admission fee. That means your admission fee when you register with us today will not be 30,000 rupees, it will be 27,000 rupees. So, a registration amount of 199 rupees will save you around 3,000 rupees. So apart from that, if anybody wants to, make use of this interest-free student loan, they are most welcome, right? However, all these things will ensue once you're registered with us. So guys, this is this you can scan right here, right now to register. All right. So once you scan this, you can choose RMIP in the select program section. And under payment type, you can choose registration fee. Kanhaiya, can we take questions now, or?
Sure, sir. So,
Right.
friends, if you have any question, you can raise your hand, and then I'll unmute you one by one. I can see Vinodji has raised his hand. Vinodji, you can unmute yourself now, and you can talk to Sanjeev sir.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि ये जैसे मैं ये प्रोग्राम फीस पूरा कर लूंगा, 2 मंथ का ट्रेनिंग हो जाएगी, उसके बाद में स्टार्टिंग सैलरी क्या होगी?
स्टार्टिंग सैलरी विल बी एनीथिंग फ्रॉम, डिपेंड करता है आप कहाँ पे रहते हैं, तो इट कुड बी एनीथिंग फ्रॉम 18,000 रुपीज CTC एंड अबव.
जैसे मैं अभी अकाउंटिंग फील्ड में हूँ, तो मैं अभी चेंज करना चाहता हूँ, मेरी करंट सैलरी 30,000 है, तो क्या मैं चेंज करूँ या फिर इसको रहने दूँ?
तो देखिए, अकाउंटिंग जो है, इट इज प्राइमरीली उस जो जॉब का नेचर है वो ये है कि you don't get to earn any incentives and bonuses whenever you joining a company which is into you know promotion of a product. तो उस केस के अंदर क्या होता है कि 50 to 60% of your income becomes variable, so you can write your own paychecks. So if you are ambitious, if you want to earn 50,000 rupees a month, and you think that you will be able to, you know you are good at talking to people, you like talking to people, then you should change. Because accounting के अंदर एक स्टेज के बाद आपकी जो ग्रोथ है वो प्लेटू कर जाएगी,
सर
और
मेरा
आपकी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पैसा भी
क्वेश्चन यही
प्लेटो कर
रहेगा।
जाएगा, और आपकी ग्रोथ भी उस तरीके से प्लेटू कर जाएगी इफ यू डोंट हैव समथिंग लाइक अ CA डिग्री और अ CS डिग्री.
सर लास्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा ये रहेगा कि मैं कंपनी के लिए काम करूंगा या फिर मैं एक इंश्योरेंस सेलर बन के रह जाऊंगा?
आप कंपनी के लिए काम करोगे, जैसे कि मैंने बोला दैट इफ यू आर गुड, वी विल मेक यू अ पार्ट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट.
ओके। और
है ना?
कंपनी के लिए हमें टीम हैंडलिंग करनी रहेगी या कोई प्रोजेक्ट बनाना रहेगा या फिर क्या मतलब मेन मैं समझा नहीं सर इसको,
इसी कंपनी
क्योंकि
के अंदर आपका रोल होगा टू डेवलप टीम्स. So first 1 year you will understand the products and you'll be client facing. First 1 to 1.5 year you will be client facing. All right. क्योंकि आप अपनी टीम को ट्रेन कैसे करोगे अगर आप ही क्लाइंट को फेस करना नहीं जानते हो तो. So once you have understood, how to face the client, once you have understood the needs of the clients, and you are still going good with us, so we have a management program. हमारा internal एक management program है. So we train you on that and then we give you a team. उसके अंदर भी आपको छोटे से शुरू करते हैं, 3 से 4 लोगों की टीम देते हैं, फिर 8 से 9 लोगों की, फिर 22 लोगों की, and then all these are, ये टीम्स ऐसी नहीं है जो आपको बनानी है, ये टीम्स पेड एम्प्लॉइज की टीम्स हैं. दिस इज नॉट एनी MLM टाइप की चीज नहीं है ये.
ओके, थैंक यू
ठीक है
सर,
विनोद जी.
थैंक यू सर।
Right. And guys, we also have to remember that this could not be everybody's cup of tea, because we are giving you a guaranteed job placement sort of a thing. So you really have to clear that test and the interview first with us. Yes, any other questions?
Let me see in the chat box also, sir.
Yeah.
Raghu ji is asking क्या हम इसे कभी भी कर सकते हैं? No, Raghu ji, our batch is starting from 15th is 15 December. But yes, to enroll in this program, you have to register first.
So the total fee, Raghu, you have written in the chat, the total fee is not 20,000, it is 30,000. इसमें से during the internship period you will get back 20,000. तो जो आपकी इफेक्टिव फी हो जाएगी वो 10,000 हो जाएगी, और वो भी आप रिकवर कर सकते हैं once you are placed with us. So once you start with a salary of so Anubhav, that's a very good question. So mostly it will be an office job रहेगा, जहाँ पे आपको हम client कोशिश यही होगी कि आपको qualified leads दी जाएं. So role ये रहेगा that you have to explain, you have to educate the client about insurance, right? So 80% you can say it will be a office job only. 20% of the times you might have to go out, because sometimes it happens that one has to get some stuff done, तो उसके लिए आपको बाहर भी जाना पड़ेगा. लेकिन yes, primarily majorly the job will be office job. So ऑफिस जॉब है, ऑल इंडिया में रिक्वायरमेंट है, लेकिन ऑल इंडिया में मतलब यू जस्ट कहीं पे भी उंगली रख दोगे वहां हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है. सो वी हैव ब्रांचेस जहाँ पे भी हम अवेलेबल होंगे वहीं होगा. सो so in case you have been sponsored by one of the HR team members, so you can be in touch with them. आप उनसे टच में रह सकते हैं अगर आपको हमारी HR टीम के में किसी ने अगर आपको यहाँ पे इनवाइट किया है तो. अदरवाइज एज एन एडवाइजर बहुत तरीके के होते हैं. So if you're pursuing CFP now, of course, why not? Yeah, let's interview you. Like I said, everything will start with, because see, ultimately let's say we have pan India open positions of 120. All right. उसके अंदर ये वाला जो कोटा होगा इन कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स का, ये भी मतलब it is, of course, it is limited, right? So you have to clear that test and an interview. So Kajal, as an advisor work, मतलब insurance advisor जो typical sense of the word है वैसा काम नहीं होने वाला है. You can say it is more like a consultant, insurance planning consultant कह सकते हो आप. That we will introduce the family to you. You have to explain the family insurance के फायदे क्या हैं, और उसका जो personal insurance plan आप बना के दिखा सकते हो उसको. IRDAI एग्जाम नहीं, ये अभी नहीं होगा. ये वी विल स्पॉन्सर यू फॉर इट वंस यू आर ओके फॉर इट. इसके अलावा जो कोई और इसके जो जूनियर एग्जाम हो सकता है, हम हो सकता है आपको उसके लिए स्पॉन्सर करें. अगर आपके पास IRDA का एग्जाम आपने दे रखा है, कोई लाइसेंस है आपके पास ऑलरेडी किसी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी का, देन यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर दिस कोर्स. आई रिपीट, अगर आपके पास किसी कंपनी का इंश्योरेंस लाइसेंस है ऑलरेडी अगर आप किसी कंपनी के साथ एडवाइजर हैं तो आपको वो लाइसेंस पहले सरेंडर करना पड़ेगा, एनओसी ला के देनी पड़ेगी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से, तभी आप इस कोर्स में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज योर कैंडिडेचर विल बी रिजेक्टेड. Sir, ITM Group, you please speak to, I believe that you've been invited by one of our HR managers. So, we can speak. Kindly divert your queries to him. तो जैसा कि कन्हैया जी ने बताया, बैच इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 15th of December, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So guys, I'm showing you this registration का जो QR code है, आप देख सकते हैं.
Or
Right.
On the next slide, sir, there will be a contact number. You
हाँ.
can call on this number. Please
So
go
you
to
can,
the next slide, sir.
yes. Can you see the number now, guys?
Just call on this number. My team is here. They'll help you, guide you as what is the process to enroll with this program. So, guys, the thing is, you have to register by today to avail this 3,000 rupees, 10,000 discount. Otherwise, this offer will not be available. You cannot avail this offer on tomorrow. This is just for today. What you need is to register with 199 rupees today. You have to follow the admission process. Once you select it for the program, you have to pay only 27,000 rupees. The best part is that you don't have to pay this 27,000 rupees in one go. You just have to pay the 10,000 rupees in the initial once you select it. Rest, we have a tie with NBFC who will do your loan for the rest of the amount. They will do your loan at 0% interest. So your initial investment is just 10,000 rupees. 10,199 rupees.
And if you really look at it, 10,000 rupees is also for 2 months, because fourth month you will get a salary also. So,
right.
So Arjun, mutual fund IFAs eligible hai, subject to clearance of our business round and subject to clearance of that test. So guys, just remember that since it is a, again I'm repeating that it is, since we are giving you a pre-placement letter on day one. So of course we cannot give it to everyone. So there are limited seats, and I hope to grow from this. NISM certified candidates are welcome or not. So yes, we can look at this. So again, my answer is same, subject to the clearance of that, my psychometry and my business round. Wherever you are, just connect on this number. Sir, RMIP course is not available. Your call manager told me 2 weeks ago. Sir, ये course हम launch ही अभी कर रहे हैं. 2 week पहले तो हम भी उतने ज्यादा क्लियर नहीं थे जितने हम आज क्लियर हैं. तो वो सही बोला कॉल मैनेजर ने. मतलब we were not really very clear on. We were clear what we wanted to do, but we were not clear about some of the very basic things. तो सूरज जी, अब हम क्लियर हैं. हमने आपको बैच भी बता दिया है, डिटेल सारी लॉन्च कर दिया है. यू कैन से दिस इज सॉर्ट ऑफ, या, थैंक्स सूरज. Any other questions? So guys, very quickly, maybe, while some of you are still having your doubts or queries, maybe I'll just run through some of the things. So first of all, this presentation is primarily divided into three parts. The first part is the sector. So we are working in a sector which is experiencing, explosive growth. People like us. Yes, Deepthi, you have to pay 30,000 ही लिखा है ना आपने 27,000. Yes, if you register today at 199 rupees. So to begin with, what you are getting is you are getting to work in an explosive sector. Of course, it is not easy to work in the insurance sector also without the right guidance. First of all, you should have the right kind of knowledge. Second thing is that you should have the right kind of orientation. Orientation is what? How to apply the knowledge that you have. You have a lot of knowledge, but if you don't know how to apply it, so that knowledge is useless. So this 2 months of internship program will exactly give you that. We will exactly teach you कि client कैसे बनेगा, client से बात कैसे करनी है, that kind of initiation which nobody teaches you, right? That you will learn over here. So what we'll teach you is how to sell clients or how to keep clients. So it is something that you will be using throughout your careers. And all the colleges and education system teaches you what is what, but they don't teach you how to use it to earn money. That is all I'm trying to say.
All right, sir. So I cannot see any question is unanswered, or even I cannot see any raised hand.
Yeah.
So just the last reminder that friends, if you join this program, so it will be a 5 hours class, right, for a month. Meaning to say that you cannot manage with any different commitments. You have to give your dedicated time, 1 month time to your study. Monday to Friday, 5 hours class. On every Saturday, there will be an assessment test. You have for the internship, you have to have 90% attendance to be eligible for the internship.
Questions in the exam, it will be very, very generic, yeah. Not very this thing up. It will be generic. Primarily, it is a psychometry exam. We want to check your will. Skill तो हम आपको दे ही देंगे. We want to check your will to succeed, isn't it? Or whether you are psychologically the right fit for us or not. That is what we want to see. Skill though one can learn, but one can't change one's base nature completely.
All right. So I think, sir, we have answered everything. Friends, if you have query anything, just call on this number 9711-450-520. Right? And thank you so much, Sanjeev sir. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar. Now signing off.
Thank you guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.